Alrighty, folks, we have a huge episode of Trainwreck today on deck to close out your week. We've officially got our Joe Brady press conference in the books. We'll grade the performance, the vibes, the aura of it all. We've also got a new offensive coordinator, apparently, as of this morning. But the one thing that's not stopping are these Buffalo Sabres. Win. Might as well call them the DJ Khaled's. And now we've got Alex Tuck. I don't even know if you could say he's talking out of pocket. He's talking out of region. We've got to break that in, talk that down. Pop Culture Corner, let's go.
We all need a place where we can be ourselves. Somewhere you can leave all your worries on the shelf. And whether you win or lose, you can count on me, and I can count on you. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. You know this train never stops.
Folks, thank you for being so good looking and welcome in on this Friday, January 30th. We are ready to get out of this month in more ways than one. It is Trainwreck today. Heard of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. Follow along. Let's ride. We got Slick L to my left. We got Don on the ones and twos. We got producer Brett in the saddle, making sure we are well behaved and ready to roll. Positivity. I know we're feeling good after that Sabres win. That was something. And we'll talk about all of that to get into it. But first, I think we'd be remiss not to talk the Joe Brady press conference. Obviously, he makes his introduction. Doesn't really do anything that blew your face off. You know, it just seemed like I think he kind of played it safe and played the hits. Thank you, Buffalo. Thank you, the guys, for supporting me. Ready to take this to the next level. Said all the right things. Curious what your reaction was, like what you saw from the fall. You were watching this live.
Yeah, I liked it. Brandon being the first thing that caught my eye, obviously, how fired up he was to introduce the next head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Just a drastic contrast from the emotion and mood in the room of the last press conference.
Yep.
Completely different vibe in the room. It seemed like there was positive things on the horizon. Introduces Joe Brady. Love how Joe Brady immediately gets a huge smile across his face when he sees his guys front and center. We'll get into a little more. Josh, obviously, walking in on crutches and a boot there. But Joe Brady, this took me as The Rock almost. How overcome with emotion he was getting. Like, it wasn't showing emotion where, you know, tears were coming down. He was letting it get the best of him. But before he talked about getting hired, the process, the city of Buffalo, and his guys, he had to take a huge deep breath before each one of those sentiments.
It was crazy. And those breath reloads were insane.
And once he got to it, you understood why. There was a lot of heavy-hitting sentences and things said in those topics. And I really enjoyed it. I thought there was a lot to come away happy about. And hopefully a lot of people are believing in the Joe Brady era, Don.
Yeah, I was going to say that the heavy breaths might have been him kind of fighting off the tears in a way. But, I mean, yeah, nothing surprising from the press conference. I mean, listen, I got married here. Our kids were born here. We've heard all that before, but it's still nice to hear. What I really liked hearing, actually, was when the camera shut off. after the press conference. Reports of him sticking around, talking to reporters and press, kind of like in a casual manner. What do you call it?
Yeah.
And saying things such as, apparently he's sold on Keon. He's not going anywhere. And then other reports of him telling reporters he wants his guys being themselves and not to be so buttoned up. So, I mean, I was saying, I don't know if much changed because within the building, but that would be a big change. In attitude and in culture is to kind of let our guys, get a little looser.
I mean, if you want to let the guys get loose, he's already off to a hot start. He came in negative 10-degree weather in shorts and a T-shirt, quickly has to change into a suit for the presser, and then goes on to exclaim 3 times at least how he hates suits so much.
Hates suits.
So I don't think we'll be.
Speaking of suits, we got Maniac
that's bad timing. Bad timing.
Who gave you the right to look this dapper?
I came right from News 4. 4's up, obviously, but they were welcome to have us for the Kitty Bowl, which we'll be hosting this Sunday at Riverworks. So obviously excited to talk that. But the Gridiron, from what I saw yesterday, everything that you communicate. For me, it was about message sending, whether it was about the emotional tie-ins or whether it was about, I mean, again, I don't think like coming in at 5 a.m. was like as big a flex as they were like making it out to be. Like, I think that's pretty standard from like NFL head coaches.
Sure. I think it was more the fact that he was in shorts.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
Mike McDaniel in his press conference did the same thing. He's like, I wake up at 4 so I can get in at 5 and be ready to talk to human beings. I feel like that comes with the job, is you get very routine oriented.
But the biggest thing was exactly what you said just now to me, was like being open with reporters. Like Sean McDermott didn't really give out like a lot of exclusives. Like they maybe did like a couple peppered in like training camp, and then it was like on to the season. You didn't really get anybody talking to him. Joe Biscaglia used to get the post game. Do you remember when he was like kind of like on that vibe for Channel 7? He handed it off to Beauvais, and then it kind of fell off a little bit. McDermott buttoned things up a big time. That's why I just want to go to this next quote, Alec Anderson, because you said things are buttoned up. I think the first 4 letters of that are right with the buttoned up. Joe Brady comes with high energy to tell you how he feels. He has his own personality. He's not one of us, but we don't have to have our assholes so tight all the time.
Ooh, didn't hear that.
That kind of tells you.
That's what I was saying. His players were saying that, and that he's kind of told them like, clenched.
Clenched.
Loosen up, be yourself, and that's a big change. I think that's a great way too to alleviate like a lot of the pressure and the breaking point we saw after that Denver game. It was just like a valve being opened with the frustration and the tears, and there was so much pressure. And I still think that pressure is obviously going to be there, but it'll be more manageable if guys, can be who they are.
It's twofold, right? It alleviated that pressure, like you said, and it kind of works to establish their like, we're going to change things angle that they were trying to work, and it didn't really feel like they kind of hit when they hired Joe Brady, obviously. Before we get on to the Allen of it all, any final thoughts on the Brady segment of the press conference?
I was impressed. I'm glad Terry didn't show up. I thought
Terry, you were not needed, sir. All respect.
There was some moments where Bean kind of said some things maybe he just shouldn't have, but alluding to the coaching search, maybe the question. Well, it was directly related to the question.
He put the search over. That was what he did.
And it was I was more referring to the question where it was about coaches that are now in the Super Bowl. I thought it was kind of unfair when Brady's sitting right next to him, but a great question in terms of the reporter that asked, but a little too long on the answer there. You have your guy right next to it. Doesn't matter what the search, what could have been. Joe Brady's sitting there as the new Buffalo Bills head coach.
Final thing is I'm glad, doing the math of hearing him reiterate that he's a guy from South Florida and could have easily gone to Miami and probably taken that head coaching job if he wanted to. But chooses to stay here. Obviously, way better roster, way better coveted spot. But amazing how much Bills Mafia feels, how much better Bills Mafia feels when Terry isn't opening his mouth and you just have Bean and Brady, who are media-trained guys.
Media-trained guys.
Yes.
Did well. Not surprising there for sure. Speaking of trained, no matter what's going on when 17 enters the room, eyes go to him. So he comes in on the crutches yesterday. I think that was the most viral clip we had out of anything, with all due respect to Joe Brady's press conference. It had some great moments. Everyone wants to see Josh. I pointed out him saying he's never been healthier like 16 days ago.
Yeah.
People got so upset.
Yeah.
I'm not. Am I overstating it that people got upset about that?
People were definitely upset.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we talked about it on the show, like
yes.
that was probably a smoke screen.
100%.
There's no way.
It's like, to me, and I don't know if that's like, if I'm wrong, you guys just tell me right. Like, it's just funny to put it in that context that he actually said that.
For
like,
sure.
He had the gall to be like, I've never been healthier, when he could have just easily been like, you know what? I'm dinged up now, but now, like, everyone in this time of year is dinged up. Nobody's 100%. We're going, but we're feeling good. We're going forward. Like, he goes, I've never been healthier.
I mean, I respect it. Think about it. Like, Broncos, you were probably like, oh, shit.
When I tell you the excitement that my girlfriend had when she found out it was hit the 5th metatarsal, which was exactly the injury she had, apparently. She said her.
Oh, really? She just knows.
Spider-Man meme.
I was going to say.
She Spider-Man meme. She goes, metatarsal? Like, I was like, oh my God. Yes,
I was going to say, why was she so happy? That
I've never seen so much excitement over metatarsal, Don.
Yeah, it was funny. If you remember back in that injury report, it said foot,
everything,
knee, hand,
yeah,
like Andy had,
shoulder,
or finger, yeah, and then he
his neck, his back,
his blank and his crack, yeah,
100%.
But
shout out the Kitty Bowl.
It really makes you see, like, oh, his hand probably fine, knee probably fine. That was all just there. They're like, well, they saw him get banged up on TV, so we're gonna throw as many wild injuries in there so you don't know which one. Turns out to be his foot.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting too. They said it was a previous injury that it was re-aggravated during the Cleveland game.
I think that takes some of the. I think anything we do is a Josh Allen PR statement. That's just to take a little bit off of it, that he was doing that ridiculous whirly bird in that game he should never have been doing, true, and got hurt.
And then, and then you have him go into Brady's office during the McAfee show and say, "I could be playing on Sunday if I needed to." It's like, he's
such a sicko, honestly. Speaking of sickos, what do you got real quick? Because this story will be going on. It's popping this morning. Before we get into the Carmichael of it all, Bill's Mafia House. What do you got for a final sales price for this house, this structure?
But I want to know what this sold for originally. I would love to know.
Well, it doesn't matter what house it is. That's not even like comparable anymore in today's market.
Well, it would just be crazy to see
it would be insane.
The value come up there. I mean. Are you going to drop a second count?
Am I
crazy to say
I got
seven
the current
figures?
price, so let's
like
see.
I heard the.
Is there a listing?
I got a Kurt. This is owner is Shane Prouty, right?
Yep.
I got the listing then.
Okay, so there's a price.
There is a price.
Oh my God!
But this might be a bidding situation where it could go up.
Oh, it's definitely.
Okay.
Listen,
so we have
because even if it's not a bidding situation nowadays, that happens. Like where it gets.
So
this is according to the AI overview too. I'm trying to find a specific.
So we have a price floor here.
Okay, so what are we guessing now? Is what you're looking at, Don? Is what you're looking at greater than $500,000?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So my guess is 800,000.
I was thinking the same thing if it's a bidding situation.
Yes, if it's a bidding situation, I got it at 800,000.
By now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's marking up at 1.2 mil.
We're literally right on the same page.
I was hearing whispers that a certain restaurant was offered $8 million for their property as the new stadium was being built, and they turned it down.
I believe it because it's only going to get worth more. It's only going to be worth more. There's nothing to.
It's just crazy. Like that's coming to Orchard Park. That kind of money and value.
Well, someone told me they have to still build out the hotels out there. What are we talking about? That was the last 2 years they could have done that. Like there's nothing coming. Am I crazy? There's no new ecosystem of places coming to Orchard Park.
I feel like the crazy thing is people think that the hotels are just going to replace where the current stadium is. Like that's going to take some time.
That's at least 3 years away.
We could have been working on this
again. Like it's very. I know that it's a struggle to get these stadiums done sometimes. But am I crazy in saying that like nothing else got built out around the stadium?
It's not going to look like how it does in Foxborough for at least 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years? I'm thinking we could
5,
like a decade away from that for sure.
I mean, true, because their outside is so extensive.
I will say you guys are actually you overshot it by quite a bit.
600?
Yeah, but more than that. It's listed at 699. 900.
Okay.
Which I think there's someone trying to be
Anytime
funny.
you see nines in a price,
I don't know, someone putting it at 690. Someone's okay. We get it. Good joke. 6'9". Yeah, real funny.
Yeah.
Real funny. Bill's Mafia House.
Ferguson joke or
Yes, Takashi.
So yeah, just under $100 under $7,000 or $700,000. Which that's what I mean. I think someone's being funny by listing only $100 less than $700,000.
If they're doing that, they should have just
So
done
it's
$1.
699,900.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that could be going up. There could be a bidding more. That's the listing price according to AI Overview.
I think it gets up to the 7 figures.
I agree as well, especially if there's Fitzmagic in the mix. Speaking of magic in the mix, the Buffalo football team will be looking for that from Pete Carmichael Jr., their new offensive coordinator. Full disclosure, call me a dumbass if you got to do it. I didn't know this guy existed when I woke up this morning.
I wasn't too privy to Pete Carmichael
You weren't
Jr.
privy?
either. I saw Carmichael from Denver, and I thought it was our Uber driver from the airport.
Shout out Carmichael.
To the Airbnb. Yeah, shout out to Carmichael. Wasn't too familiar, Don. I don't know how you feel, but I've heard in terms of relation to Joe Brady that this is a great hire. I saw someone say, I forget the name. I could go and look. They were in the QB room in like 2017 with Joe Brady and Carmichael Jr., and they were totally on board with the hire. So
I had heard the name a bunch, knew the name. I think the reason you might not hear about him a ton is actually a good thing, and I think it's a perfect balance for Joe Brady. So 18 years as the OC for the Saints.
Got one of your kids, got you for 18 years. I had to do
exactly.
it. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
And he was part of the team that won the Super Bowl.
yeah, I was going to say, he's got that ring then.
So yeah, I think Sean Payton is a way louder guy, way more in your face in the press. He kind of just existed under the radar and was clearly great at what he did. If you're changing head coach after head coach, but you're keeping your OC there. I mean, side by side with Drew Brees. This is a guy that worked with Drew Brees and got him a Super Bowl, has way more experience than Brady. I think this is...
He's worked Bo Nix into what Bo Nix is, 27 and 12.
I think this is going to be a perfect thing where this is a guy Joe Brady is going to have to respect if he doesn't already respect him, has a lot more experience running an offense. And, I think this might be a good thing, if Joe Brady's a little hands off and kind of lets this guy cook a little bit.
The beauty thing about all these stories is that you can overreact to them every which way. You'll have no clue for at least 8 or 9 months right now. You'll see tertiary things. You'll see how well practices are run, maybe drills they work on. We'll get another view of that at St. John Fisher Slick. But again, you will not know on whether this is right or wrong for at least 9 months.
I do like hearing that he has that long tenured history with the Saints and the Broncos team that just got this Bo Nix offense cooking, like you pointed out. Both good signs, but like you said, time will only tell.
Time will tell, for sure. Time is telling. They can't stop, Don. Ooh. They cannot stop. I got to defer to you, who's been on the bandwagon day one of the season, never faltered, drinking that Darlene. This was as yawner of a blue-collar nice win as there is almost.
Yeah, I mean, 3-1 win. Did we get a 4?
We got the empty net for the Tuck Hattie.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was when I saw the Hattie, stayed to see the hats thrown on the ice, then got out of there to brave that extreme cold. By the way, going in and out of the arena, definitely bringing back memories where it's like, it is freezing. You just want to get in there, and as soon as you get in there, you're right for the heat.
The reunion night, your walk from the Naval Harbor is not easy.
Boys, we had it on the vlog. I mean, that was a jaunt. We were all hauling butt.
Yeah,
and we barely made it before we freeze.
Speaking of the reunion night, I think they decided so the Black Goat Head night. They always had like darker stuff, but they didn't go back to the 05-06 songs. What do we get? We get the 05-06 power play song, Welcome Home by Coed and Cambria.
Like
we get song 2, Blur, woohoo, when we score.
They did
keep rolling right after that. So they changed their programming. They're like, you know what? We're embracing the 05-06 comparisons. And on Black and Red Night, we're going all in on that. But yeah, 3 really unremarkable goals. One, we get lucky on the power play with Tuck, where he He throws it at the net, bounces off a defenseman's
How often
skating
does
in.
that happen to the Sabres? That was what I thought.
I was saying with Gatesy on the Crossing Swords pregame, though. That's what the Sabres team hasn't done in years past. Just throw the puck at the net or towards it, and good things will happen. You'll get a lucky bounce. If you have net crashers, which we also haven't had in years past, they can get there and get a rebound. All things line up when you just throw the puck on the net.
Yeah, again, it just reminds you of something that's been happening to the Sabres for the last 15 years. You're late in a power play. They just try and make a centering pass. It goes off the blade of the defender's skate right in the 3-hole or the upper corner there. I mean, again, something that's happened to the Sabres forever. It's finally happening for us. Nice win last night, obviously. Let's start with the Alex Lyon of it all. This is our guy. Bottom line, I'm glad that I'm not glad that I'm nervous about finding out what Lucan is. Do we have a timetable on that? I feel like we still haven't gotten an update.
So Lindy Ruff said quite some time at the last practice. It's gonna fizzle out till right around Olympic time, whether he can go for Finland or not.
Why does it feel like everything Kevin Adams did is like semi paying off in like diligence of
Because
like having 3 goaltenders?
This is Kevin Adams' team.
Like I'm sorry, like I have no inclination to applaud Kevin Adams or say that this is because of him, but I mean everyone hated the 3 goaltenders. And it's basically been the exact reason we've been able to cultivate this great stretch.
Did you see the Moneyball meme that was like floating around about him?
This is Kevin Adams. Like everyone hates him or something.
Yeah, he's pointing at the chalkboard. He's like, "This is Sabres, one of the youngest teams in the NHL. Like small, cap footprint. They have some of the most talented guys, multiple Olympic scores." Like the catch, they fucking hate Kevyn Adams and will not play for him.
pretty much, which is crazy.
It is bizarre. Like, you got to give him credit where it's due. But yeah, like we said, blue collar win against a veteran team. Now, like
it was a TCB win too. Yeah. I see you have that there. It really was
taking care of business.
Nothing special. Just a nice little run. Couple of good knocks from the boys. I mean, and again, we get some fisticuffs towards the end of the periods here because these boys are revved up. These boys are red hot.
I want to say too, we actually get a goaltender interference call against a goal for once, and this one too was looking like there wasn't going to be discourse, right? This was how you and
Lyon was getting so sassy. He was yelling at the ref.
This is how you and I were feeling in Denver. Like, at least look at it. Yes. And then before you know it, we do have some discussion. No goal on the call. Up to them whether you want to challenge. Don't end up. So,
yeah. Now, I'll say, like, it kind of seemed like late second period and even in the third, they were taking to us a bit. And we've seen it before. And people kind of complain, are we sitting on our heels? Is this sustainable? And after seeing it happen so many times and the Sabres succeed, I actually think, especially against a veteran team like last night, I'm like, this is great because this is how the playoffs are going to go. Like, they're getting playoff experience in the regular season.
The 05-07 Sabres did that all the time where they were up 4-1, like 5-3 or whatever. Then they would let up late goals and it would get close and then they would squeeze it out. They would find a way to do it. And that's what this team is doing, finding ways to win. How many times have they blown that before in all these spots? How many times did they blow that last year? They've found a way to hold on. Alex Lyon wins 10 in a row. Awesome vibe pick with Dominic Hasek after the postgame. Yeah. Like, literally, you have the all-time Sabres win streak leader now with Alex Lyon out of nowhere, which is crazy considering how well he played at the beginning of the year. Then he had a little lull. Now he's back at it. And then Dominic Hasek literally looked elated to be in the picture, too. Like, it wasn't like it was like kind of like a mandatory thing. Like,
shout out our guy, Chad Michael Murray, who just joined the Instagram stream.
Oh, let's go. Chad Michael. One time, Chad Michael. Let's go.
Chad, we'd love to have you in studio if you're willing.
There can be more than one tree on this hill. We got you, buddy. With that said, can there be more than playoff aspirations for the Sabres? I was enjoying this win. I was basking in this win. And I saw a quote that made me. I dropped my phone. I had to
look if this was real.
I dropped my phone. Yeah, I thought this was like Sabres Centel or something. Alex Tuck, we're not just gonna go for the playoffs. By the way, what did I say on Monday? We have to focus on just making the playoffs, and we have to lock in.
I was saying, I'm like, no, I'm right for the number one in the.
Am I
East.
Crazy for feeling a little targeted by this comment?
Alex Tuck was watching the show.
We're not just gonna go for the playoffs. We're gonna go for the cup. I almost had to go to urgent care when I read this message.
I almost had an aneurysm.
Very close, very close, because I mean, I feel like we are getting delusions of grandeur, but you know what? If anyone's going to get delusions of grandeur, let it be the swords on the ice right now.
Why not?
This was me
Why
looking,
not us?
I had my list of potential Alex Tuck trades. I'm like this. I look up from glasses, see this clip.
Yes.
He's not. Don't get rid of
He's
this guy.
going nowhere.
Keep him.
You're going nowhere.
Yeah, you got to keep him after this. And two, I liked right before he said the cup. What was it? Harrington said, you guys were just hoping to be good and be competitive. What happened? He kind of chuckles. He's like, stopped hoping.
Yeah.
That's bad.
We gotta get that. We gotta get that clip for sure.
Body to
They didn't body him, but they're bodying everyone. And we have. Can I just say something, boys? I know we got a little bit of the Canadian pop for this, but we have $110 ticket get-in price this Saturday. And I just want to say something. The boys have earned it. The boys have earned it. Your best stretch in team history. If we're gonna shit on you when you're playing bad, you've absolutely earned this. Let's go out and let's keep beating these Canadians exactly like we've beaten them in the last couple of weeks. I'm not talking about the entire province. I'm talking about, obviously the Montreal Canadiens.
Now, did you see? I want to bring this up because again, we're in third. We're chasing the Red Wings. Did you see how the Red Wings stole a point last night?
No, I saw they went down 2-1 with like 9 minutes left.
It was disgusting. They're down 1 goal, 50 seconds left. I forget who it is. Red Wing winger dumps the puck in. Goalie goes to like go behind the net, get it, hits off a metal piece. Bing, top shelf to tie up the game in 50 seconds. They end up losing in a shootout, but still, I saw it because that's after every Sabres win. I'm checking the Red Wings, I'm checking the Hurricanes, I'm checking Tampa Bay, and I'm checking the Canadiens because those are
what did it go off of?
They didn't dump it. It went off the board. I've never seen it. I've never even seen this before.
The bit connected.
The goalie was like half out of the net to go get to play it, and he just stayed in the net. He tried to block it, and it dinked in like insane off the board. The board on the dump in. And again, with like Don said, 50 seconds to go.
You want me to? I'll bring it up for Slick Reel. It's disgusting.
Yeah, we can probably.
Let's watch it later.
We'll play the cut. But yes, they stole a point. It's disgusting, and it makes me so mad I could call a certain someone. So with that said, it is time for Flashback Friday, sponsored by William Matar Law Office. And we are here, folks. Our Buffalo football team with the fours up, one of the 4 Super Bowls they lost was today. Cowboys. I'm telling you, you got to watch the highlights of this game, though. Up 13-6 at half. So as much as you could say they got blown out 30-13 and lost, they had them. They were up 13-6. They were making things happen.
I guess people think the blowout because there's no
final score.
No points from the Bills in second half.
They're box score watching. That's why. But things are a little bit better when you look at the box score of the Sabres. Slick Rooney. On this day, 19 years ago, they saw clearly, beat Boston 7-1. That was what Danny Briere was doing.
Yeah.
He had the hat trick.
Very true.
I believe this may have been the one where the next day, the kids on the Briere school bus, I remember hearing this on KISS 98.5 back in the day, all the kids from the bus threw hats on the driveway the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was awesome. how much culture was.
He lived right near me, too.
Did all these guys live right there? Yeah.
So,
but what about we got 08 beat the Panthers 1-0?
Yeah,
I love that. Was that Ryan Miller or was that Lalim?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't see who was in that around the period where they're tandeming, but lone goal from Thomas Vanek, newest induction into Sabres Hall of Fame. Pretty cool there. Then the next, I think,
2014. We beat the Coyotes. Miller on that one, 38 of 40 saves.
This is
that was Ryan Miller with the shutout, 32 saves.
There we go. Love that. So again, Miller was just. I mean, we a lot of people talk about Favre into Rodgers for the Packers. We definitely take for granted the fact that we basically went Hasek into Miller 2 years later, for another 10 years. That was crazy for sure. Hopefully we're finally getting back to that.
Another big topic on Crossing Swords last night. The Sabres haven't seen a good tandem of goaltending in 10 plus years.
Yeah, Baron Miller for sure. Since we've had 2 we could depend on. And then 2021 beat Devils 4-3 shootout. This just always hurts to talk about the Ralph Kruger era. It was just
I didn't
the
even
most wasted era.
I
that
didn't
there
even
was.
bother putting like the goal scorers or anything
for sure.
because I did look and it made me sick. Who scored some of those?
We
goals.
got some more on this.
Eric Stahl was one of them. Yeah,
Eric.
that's
I mean, again, the
says it
roster was
all
good.
right
The
there.
roster was good, but
They had some
Kruger
good
sucks.
names: Taylor Hall, Eric Stahl, and then you're like, what?
The world of wrestling in 2001, we had SmackDown Extreme
Yeah, I didn't even know this is a thing.
to promote the XFL. Listen, say what you want about but he knew how to
Was
promote.
this during the SmackDown Live era? So
No.
This
This was when like SmackDowns were like taped, I think. Still,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, so they had that pretty fun, pretty sick. 05 was the Royal Rumble where McMahon came down at the end and tore his quads. Cinema unlike any other.
So funny too because if that didn't
That
happen,
clip is old enough to drink now.
that's crazy. If that moment didn't happen, like just the McMahon part,
Yeah.
that's still one of the most crazy, controversial endings to a Rumble ever. And then you just add in the fact that happened.
Yes.
During the whole kerfuffle of it all.
Big time
And it's an
kerfuffle.
absolute mess. Crazy.
Can you get this one? Happy 39th birthday to
39.
current superstar.
Current. 39. I feel like a lot of the guys are older than 39.
Has a championship currently.
Who's the United States title? Damian Priest?
Is it my guy?
Female.
Oh,
Oh no.
Becky Lynch?
Becky Lynch. Nice snipe on the first one. Yeah,
man.
for sure. The man coming around. Happy birthday to the man, Becky Lynch. Done. A little bit in the music world today.
Yeah. First of all, 1969 today, Beatles play their famous
This is a
rooftop
famous
concert.
gig.
Yeah, super famous. A lot of the tracks made it on Let It Be. They decided to go with those live recordings instead of the studio ones on the remaster. Some great stuff there.
Also saw this as like one of their last performances as a group.
It was their last performance, yeah, as a group. Cops end up getting called, saying, what's going on? Oh, it's just the Beatles. And then they shut them down. John went in with the famous line quote at the end of the gig saying, I hope we pass the audition. And it was the Beatles' last concert. So, yeah, some history there. Great. And it's all filmed and recorded, so you get to rewatch
in
it,
color.
which is
That was
great.
on the Pete Jackson one. Didn't they go into that one? Whatever Peter Jackson did for Disney with his Beatles one?
I
I
think that was a different show.
That was
but
the Let It Be doc,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, 99.
Yes, it made the doc for sure.
99, we got Britney Spears starts 2-week run at #1 on the U.S. charts with. We talked about this pre-show. So Hit Me Baby. Classic.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
1 year before Oops, I Did It Again, which could have been another popular guess.
Yeah, I mean, that started an incredible run. And, Flashback, another member of Disney Mickey Mouse Club. Disney's still spitting out pop stars.
Yeah,
Today
Disney's
was
still-
Sabrina Carpenter.
The factory is still
So,
creating for sure.
Yeah. 2013, Mick Jagger named most stylish rock star of all time. No surprise there. I mean, with the little rooster strut he does on stage. I
The
mean,
Jagger
that's oozing
swagger.
confidence. 2015, Suge Knight arrested on suspicion of hit and run murder. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's still in jail
He's still
now.
there.
I don't know if it's for that.
he's
but-
still, I don't want any smoke with Shug, but
Neither do I. I'm actually just going to leave
Yeah,
it.
And
I'm
there.
gonna let that one be.
I really, the highlight after the Beatles for me is the hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. It's no stranger to you and me. Boom, 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 boom. Phil
I can
Collins.
feel it coming
Happy birthday
in the
Phil.
air tonight. Yes.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Phil Collins. So, yeah, love that too.
I wanted to say, too, Mick Jagger made the hip thrust as a dance move cool, which... salute, dude.
Well,
That's one of my go-tos.
Well, you had Elvis do it, but it wasn't as wasn't as
Elvis
blatant.
everyone was kind of like, dude.
Wasn't
Well,
as blatant of the
everyone
hip
accused
thrust.
Elvis of stealing too. So
yeah.
everyone, who's the best at stealing? That's
Probably
really the
Eddie
best.
Guerrero.
Yeah, lie, cheat,
P. Diddy,
steal.
probably.
RIP.
No,
Respect him for sure.
no Diddy.
And then we got what in the entertainment? We got Larry King show on radio, 78. Oh
That's
my god, he
crazy.
had a run.
Yeah.
He had a
Yeah.
run.
I didn't even know that debuted on the radio.
Larry King as a interviewer though is the definition of get in there and make it about you.
You think so?
Oh yeah, dude, you don't remember Larry King? He used to
I saw the
he used
old
to- he
Larry
thought-
King.
he asked Jerry Seinfeld why Seinfeld got canceled.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jerry, no, because it didn't get canceled. Jerry Seinfeld was literally beside himself. He had to scream it. He's like, 100 million viewers, Larry. Like it was like,
and Seinfeld just quit.
He decided he was done. He said he was done with the run. Yeah, literally. Like it was just ridiculous. So I don't know. Larry King, respect. Obviously, you respect Larry King.
There's some great interviews. I love
there's all timers.
The interview he does with the guy from Community where he's like, "What's your favorite luxury?" And he's like, "I really like coffee." Yeah. He's like, "You like private jet? You're not saying anything." He's like, "Larry, I was at a canceled TV show or something."
Yeah.
What was that?
Larry, I'm on DuckTales.
Larry, I'm on DuckTales. Like, yeah, great interview moment. He's got a lot of them.
Speaking of Seinfeld, he's in Buffalo tonight. What do you think he's doing right now?
He's probably going checking at all his places and getting all his perks.
Think he's at like Chefs or something?
Probably a Chef's. I'm gonna go see him tomorrow night. So yeah, we got the Royal Rumble tomorrow, and then we got Seinfeld Saturday night. We got Katie Bowl Sunday during the day at Riverworks. Huge weekend on tap. With that said, that's Flashback Friday there. Yeah. As we look around the rest of the topics for today, let's see the NBA. So we got trade season. What's going to happen here? It's like, I mean, am I hearing rumors LeBron could be on the move?
So like it comes out that Giannis obviously preferred trade destination could be LA, and now everyone's swirling about LeBron being put into that package. I think he would kind of have to be. If you're not going to go
Giannis. Luka, Giannis, LeBron. And by the way, I hate to say it, if you're the Lakers, that's a perfect like swap. So you get Luka and Giannis. 100%. Last year you had AD and LeBron. Now you have Giannis and Luka. Like that's great asset management.
That's insane value upswing. Like, oh my God, can you imagine LeBron in Milwaukee?
Well, LeBron's not going to go to Milwaukee. That would be a three-way trade to go back to the land.
Yeah, potentially. So speaking of the three-way trades, obviously there's already some swirls. Cavs and Lakers are looking to finalize a trade to send Rui Hachimura and Dalton Nett to the Cavaliers for DeAndre Hunter. A third team could be involved.
Dude, I'm telling you, the Bucks are going to come in. Giannis is going to the Lakers, and LeBron is going back to the Cavs, and they're just going to figure out how many picks and compensation that the Bucks need, because the Bucks are going empty cupboard anyway.
Cavs would need a little more. I think
Cavs would need more. They get LeBron back for his final run.
You're just gonna take LeBron,
dude. You don't think that the trade value? Actually, if you give up value in Cleveland of LeBron,
it depends if you're giving up any draft picks with DeAndre Hunter. I still think the Lakers could probably use more than DeAndre Hunter in return too. That's why I think some picks might be involved.
That's fair. On the rest of the hard court in the college scene, because not really much change in the NBA. We got UB Bulls snapped their losing streak a couple days ago. We got Ohio tomorrow at home in Alumni. So that'll be a Royal Rumble of its own. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. Michigan at Michigan State tonight.
Yeah, 2 ranked. I think Michigan
3
State's
versus 7.
Wow,
3 versus Friday night. The 3-7 matchup is insane.
And this is basically going down. It opened Michigan 1.5, which they've been the dominant team on the spread all year. I think they might be dogs or even money.
It's a pick 'em now, pretty much.
Love that. Yeah. So battle of East Lansing and where is
second top 10 matchup?
Ann Arbor.
Second top 10 matchup of the week for Michigan. They played Nebraska earlier this week as well,
and then they beat them.
They beat them.
Did I not say the week before Nebraska 19-0 might be on fraud alert?
Fraud alert. They were -10 though in covered or whatever. Michigan was Michigan was -10.
Oh, they probably won
Vegas
by like 9 or something.
Speaking of beautiful things, we got the Farmers Insurance Open underway. We got Creek Jr. Number crunching on that, but Justin Rose
leading the way early.
The ageless wonder, it seems. Like every so often with these early, he always stays around, finds a way to be in the leaderboard.
Don't know how he does it. Some of these guys have just been up. It feels like on the leaderboard for years. I think couple names not too far behind him. I saw the Aussies. Jason Day is somewhat up there. Who else? Anyone else that you're looking at?
Nothing. I know Auberg had a terrible day.
Oh,
yesterday he was like +7 or something.
My
group chat told me Akshay's. I think he's in the mix, but we'll see. Again, you can never really tell with the golf event until at least the midday on round 3. I'm talking about the 100%.
Yeah.
But we'll keep an eye on that. On the tennis scene, we have everything going. Jesse B out.
That's what I meant. The turn.
Sorry, Sabalenka probably gonna go
chalk.
But on the men's side, it's madness.
Tell them what we're
Djokovic
talking about.
5-set classic. And if you're a Djokovic fan, I hate to say it because it's not a title. This is almost as good as any of those wins because everybody doubted Djokovic. Plus 700 at match starting time.
Crazy.
Plus 700 Djokovic.
Just in that match.
Just in that match.
That's
yes.
absurd.
Absurd. So plus 700, he goes on to win in 5 sets. He had the fist pump with like the gritty look going. People were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh
like
shit, he's
Djokovic
back.
could be like back for one more run now. Like people were thinking because he was giving Sinner
One
a run.
more slam.
And Djokovic, Alcaraz played a classic himself. He was cramping up, one of the longest semis in Australian Open history. So it'll be very interesting. Djokovic Alcaraz is no slouch of a matchup.
No, it is not. Went over those two, hit the what do you call it in the Australian? The clay. Is it clay? The blue court?
No, they're not on the blue, are they?
At blue court, Rod Laver Arena. Yeah, it's like the one weird material where
the Plexicushion Prestige. Yes, the blue acrylic hard court.
That one.
Love that. You got the blue on to match it.
Yeah, anytime they hit that, shout out to Totally Buffalo, by the way, for the
looking
sweet
fresh,
t-shirt
looking
for
fresh.
Buffalo hockey representing after a dub. Yeah, anytime those two hit the tennis court, I'm going to watch. There's some classic matchups in the past and probably one more to come here at the Aussie Open.
Don, you taking in any of this tennis or golf or any? But I know you're in lunchtime locks, which you've been on a heater. Did you win last night?
Won last night.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You not only won, it was over by like minutes left in the second period.
Yeah. It was 4-1 or 3-1 when the first. I mean, that was an easy one. You had over 6.5 Avalanche on back-to-back nights playing Montreal team whose goaltending stinks, and you are pretty sure you're going to get a sloppy Avalanche team.
Avalanche has struggled against the East.
Yeah.
What was the final score?
I ran it back-to-back. I think it was 6-3 in the third.
I saw 5-2 near the end of the second.
Because I looked at
Don did it again.
At the first period, it was coming to an end. I looked at the live over under. It was 9.5.
I did 7-3, so I got 10. Only needed 7.
I think this is your. Well, you sealed the victory last night.
Yeah.
I think this might be your 100th monthly win.
Oh yeah. Yeah, out of the 10 years we've been doing
this.
it.
10 years we've been doing it.
Give it up.
Give it 100. 100th monthly win.
Feels like you did that so
Listen,
fast.
Nobody crunches numbers
Not
like this
being
guy.
commissioner, it's really let me. I had a cold month. I'll give you your credit. You I think won. Not the last one, maybe the last two in a row. Maybe two out of the last 3 or something.
Yeah.
Creek said you're tanking for tax purposes.
I looked. I saw I was like 9-9 or 8-9, and I'm like looked at everyone ahead of me. I'm like the run starts now. And hey, the longest streak ever, both winning and losing, is at 12.
Oh my God, you're
held
right
by
there.
yours truly. So can I break it? Can I get to lucky 13? Time will tell.
You're right.
It's gonna have to carry over to the next month. But
I like to see that. But hey, I like to see winners in 10 in a row. That is impressive for sure. As we wrap up our sports thing, listen, that kind of winning would have anybody happy. But I think we all have a reason to look on the bright side. So let's look ahead. Our bright side vibes are this weekend, sponsored by Resurgence and Bright Side Vibes.
Oh wow!
It
In the bright side vibe. There we go.
It is the afternoon. It is Friday. We're going to allow it. With that said, Slick, why don't you start us off with that sip? I just felt the relaxation. I just felt the enjoyment. I felt the pleasure. What has got you looking on the bright side this weekend, sir?
Other than this drink that I just cracked, love that sound, and it tastes delicious. It's a back-to-back Slick pay-per-view Saturday. Not only are we going to be at 1407 Niagara Street for the Royal Rumble tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, UFC 325 live from the homeland of Sydney, Australia, headlined by the featherweight GOAT, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, running it back with Diego Lopez. Should be a great title fight and a great card down under.
All right, yeah, so my bright side vibes. First off, I'm going to say one of the biggest bright side vibes going on this weekend is I see Buffalo Bigfoot was tuned into the stream and started following us. So, I mean, that account is hilarious. If you have, I think the Bigfoot memes might, their days unfortunately might be dwindling down, but just always love their content. Yeah, so for me, Kitten Bowl, baby. Kitten Bowl Sunday, always a great time. And I mean, we've been evolving every year to think 2 years ago, we were just recording it and then had to re-record over the live stream with audio to commentate it and then replay it. Last year, our first ever live stream with the overhead view on location. This year, it's going to be even better because we got our guy Brett coming in to help with the tech, to help with the video.
All the room in the world at the beautiful venue, so there'll be plenty of room for fans.
I do want to say, after watching that promo video the other day, how far the Kitten Bowl has come since you and Wake Jatkins on a live stream during COVID.
In Ellicottville.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, listen, I am not gonna, get any hairballs about it, but yeah, there was cat food
I know how
flying
much
everywhere.
you love Ellicottville.
Yeah, I'd love to go out to Ellicottville for the quick spot there for the Key Bowl. But yeah, we're looking forward to Riverworks this Sunday at 2 to 5. That's working back on what's got me looking on the bright side for this weekend, because we got the Kiddie Bowl on Sunday. I got Jerry Seinfeld on Saturday, as well as the Royal Rumble. So looking forward to that. And then, of course, we got a lot of events tonight that we're getting into. We're going to go out to our friends at BD and check in with them for their summer concert series, and then check out the Q Lounge for a movie night tonight as well. So full weekend on tap. And, of course, on top of that, we got the Sabres Canadians action tomorrow. And we got Banditos, I believe, a Sunday special. So very excited for that. That's got me looking on the bright side for this weekend, boys.
Let's go.
Banditos at home on Sunday?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. I was going to say, that could be a crazy Sunday.
It got me blundered when I saw it earlier. I think this Sunday's at Ball Arena in Colorado. Yep. Oh no, it's tomorrow night though. So I am mistaken. So good thing we checked it. It is actually tomorrow night.
We got UB
tomorrow
Sabres.
Night we got UB Sabres and Banditos
potential
Saturday.
For one Buffalo Saturday.
OBS. A lot of people tell us we need to get into OBS. So
I mean, we've been on the OBS stream.
And so Slick mentioned it earlier. Instead of our Friday fundraising, we're doing a Friday merch spotlight.
Let's
go. Buffalo. Look at this shirt. Look at this. I got the black and red.
Can we shine that spotlight on the boys, please?
Yeah, he's got the blue. Get over to them. They got some Sabres hockey, Buffalo hockey shirts.
Love our.
I think we got to say Buffalo hockey. But they have great designs. Love them.
I am sure those are going to be flying off the shelves at the Totally Buffalo store, no doubt about it. And do you know how I know that? Because we've had some meetings with some partners, and for the first time in a while, people want to get in on the Sabres.
Ooh.
Listen, we never got out, but people want to get in.
Don, you might need some more cups for that Kool-Aid. We poured everyone up.
No, we're going to need a cooler. We're going to need a cooler tank for sure. A jug. Because let's face it, people are getting their hopes up, which means there's always a potential for a crash out. Let's check in with the Trainwreck Sports Crash Outline, sponsored by William Mattar Law Offices.
Okay, yeah, it's a pretty light day, gents.
I feel like people are feeling good after that Joe Brady presser. Not much to crash out there.
I feel like we've cracked into the Bills sphere. They love us. They call. We don't really hear a lot from our Sabres fans. I try to say, hey guys, come on in and crash in with us. Let us hear what you got to say, especially with record number of hat tricks in the NHL, including 3 from the Sabres. Tage, Dowling.
I was going to say, I think the Brady presser went well. We got hat tricks. There's a little less to crash out about than there were a couple days ago.
We really just got one text.
Real quick. I have to say this. I was debating going to the game with Don last night. Chose not to. It's always been on my bucket list to throw a hat on the ice for a hat trick. Didn't go. I've been to games where there's been hat tricks and didn't have a hat, so the dry streak continues.
Can I come clean about something real quick?
Yes.
I had a hat.
He didn't throw it.
But it was a winter hat that would have never reached there. Like
if your hat isn't going to reach you,
and it was 4 degrees out. You guys know yesterday I was filming all day. I lost my voice by the end. I'm still getting over a cold. I couldn't risk. I was throwing my hat and getting sick.
I was going to say your section, you totally could have run down and thrown it, but you needed that leaving the arena for sure.
Never forget Captain Ferdinand almost 4 years ago running down the aisle to throw his captain hat.
Because the netting was in the way. It was the captain's hat.
But a crash out. Listen, I think everybody tweeted this or texted this or sent this to someone over the past week. If I see just one bubble screen on my TV next season, I'm going to lose it.
What if it goes for 70 yards at a touchdown?
then I would love it. That's
All right, is
exactly
he gonna
how
lose
anything
it then?
works. Like, it's like, stop
Honestly-
running up the middle, but if James Cook does it for 60 yards, you're okay with
Honestly, that'd be the perfect way to ring in the Joe Brady era, a Khalil Shakir bubble screen, and it goes to the house.
The real reason I think people don't like bubble screens, and they can say, well, no, they don't gain yards to EPA or whatever, is because it does kind of take the ball out of Josh Allen's hands quick. It kind of limits what he can do on the creating aspect of it and everything like that. So
yeah, it's like what you would do with like a Tua or even
Yes.
a Hurts or someone that isn't really known for throwing 50-yard dimes.
or escaping the pocket and making plays left to right like he is for certain. But yeah, that's not surprising. Listen, there will be a lot of crash outs next year if the bubble screen can't go away. But it's not time to crash out. It is time to lock in with the Pop Culture Corner. So let's get the guru himself, Nick Polinsky. Round of applause,
Hello.
sir. Round of applause, sir.
Hi, everyone.
We have got a lot going on.
Do you like
We'll
the
get it
bright
out of the
side?
way. I'm done with Stranger Things. I'm feeling good. I was happy with the ending. I'm ready to ride off into the sunset.
Absolutely.
No qualms.
I just want to hear your final thoughts on Stranger Things. You were
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it is a show. This is what I would say. As far as shows, it's either just barely in the elite tier, like just barely made the elite tier, or it's at the very top of the very good shows.
absolutely.
Is what I would say. I think they did a great job season 1 and 2 with kind of like minimalizing it all, because obviously by season 5 they're going to be upside down, they're abyss, they're like launching through
Giant
like portals.
mind flare,
Like,
it's
there's all
crazy.
kinds of stuff that's going on, but like it's a little bit more based in season 1 and 2, which is like any show for sure.
Those are my favorite seasons.
Yeah, so
Um,
I think they'll look back on those fondly.
Absolutely. Can I just say one thing before we
Yes.
kick off the rest of this? Chad Michael Murray, if you're still watching this, don't be alarmed. I just want to let you know my mother loved Jen Sullivan's Crossing. She watched
Loves
the
them.
entire series in like a month. Don't be alarmed. I just wanted you to know that. Great work.
Thank you, Chad.
Anyway,
Thank you, Chad.
I have an update for you. I know Slick is expecting Kate
No.
Beckinsale.
Oh,
It is
damn
not Kate Beckinsale. No more eggs have been laid to my knowledge.
Damn it.
But we do have an update on the Beckhams.
Oh, geez.
So
Time to bend it.
I actually saw something in relation to this.
do you guys remember circa 2004,
No.
Rebecca Luz, during David Beckham's Real Madrid days, was alleging that they were having an affair,
Look at you.
if you can believe such a thing.
I don't remember that in the Beckham doc.
Well, anyway, Rebecca
I wonder
Luz
why.
is alleging in 2004 that she had an affair with David Beckham. David Beckham has denied these allegations
Yeah.
for
As he probably
many
should.
years.
Has he done it categorically?
Categorically
What do you
denied
mean?
these allegations.
Well, they always say that the so-and-so categorically denies.
You know,
like
you know
this,
what I
like
always
that.
wonder? Like, obviously,
It just means like they do it like in all sense.
yeah, obviously everyone's going to deny cheating. But what I want to know is like, does a one-nighter count as an affair, or is that like a maybe you know?
Whoa,
No,
no.
no,
This is
I
good.
think,
People
I think
want to
in a-
say affair. So
Oh,
it's
I see what
juicier,
you mean.
know what I
see.
mean?
Yeah, no,
Like,
all
I
I
know
would
what you mean.
say is for an affair, there have to be multiple sexual acts. That's what I would say.
Encounters,
So if
multiple
you have,
Okay,
encounters. Okay.
but what do you think about that?
Multiple sexual acts in the same night, or like over a course of time? Because I hear,
At least 24
Time.
hours separate.
Yeah,
I
for
hear,
sure.
I hear affair. I'm thinking like this is an ongoing ordeal. You
Yeah,
know.
that's
Same,
what we're
okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad we agreed.
Yes.
Bang.
So anyway,
Gavel.
obviously, Brooklyn Beckham, the son of David and Victoria, has been alleging some crazy shit. You know, that they're making his wife feel unwelcome, that his mother is hijacking his first dance with his wife at his wedding. So Rebecca Luz weighs in a very small way. This is, of course, validation for what I said and came forward and said 22 years ago. Brooklyn is basically confirming inauthentic relationships, value of promotion, endorsements, and above all else, and that's focused on the brand Beckham, and that's all that matters. It kind of seems to me like, do you know who Rebecca Luz is?
No.
Great, because neither do I. It really kind of seems like she's trying to cash in on like, hey, I had an affair with this well-known guy, and he's back in the spotlight.
Let me just tell you something. Anytime you use the phrase, this only lends like credence to what I said 22 years ago, and I'm sure I'll be using that at some point in the future.
I know you
But
will.
but you're a loony. You're in the loony bin immediately. Nobody's
No,
taking
it's-
anything you say seriously.
Yeah,
It's really funny to me that like it feels like something's trying to cash in on like controversy when there's already kind of fizzled out.
Yes, this is like, like back in the era whenever like Kim and Kanye had like some, Ray J would always come popping up to say something.
Speaking of Kanye, he's apologized. We don't
He
need to
has
get into that,
apologized.
but
I didn't see that in the rundown. But what do you think is going to be the ultimate fallout of the apology? He tried to rally the New York Jewish community, it looked like, and then he also tried to rally the black community.
yes, he did. people are kind of split on Kanye. A lot of people are like, well, yeah, he's done and said some pretty effed up things. The KKK hood was certainly
It was all
interesting
insane.
thing.
And then there's people that are like, Buddy made
graduation.
All I can say is that I don't think anybody's co-signing Kanye's personality for debates. I still hear DJs playing Kanye songs all the time.
That's exactly it.
Kanye. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the temperature, what's the thermometer saying? Okay, is it okay to play the music? Like, because I want to respect the people of our society that we live in here. Brett, did you have that?
No, he was just telling me to swap over so the camera can see me. I will.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, after you, Slick.
I was just gonna say Kanye is one of like up until I don't know whenever it started, one of the best musical minds of our generation.
Outside of like
yes,
Don.
Outside of like that last album that we all know what I'm talking about.
So look, I will say this: Kanye's personality and his antics have entirely ruined Kanye for me. I don't think there's a lot of enjoyment left to be found. I know people are like, separate the art from the artist. I kind of think it's a bunch of horseshit, but
you do you.
That's me. I do not care that he made Graduation. I feel like it's going to be a pretty even split. A lot of people are just completely willing to overlook what Kanye's already done.
The only thing that tells me is that throws me is the even split, Don. The half side is saying that he's canceled forever, and then the other side is bopping him at, it's some big public events is all I'll say.
All I know is he didn't write that apology.
Oh, absolutely not. And it felt like
I don't like. Maybe he is sincere, but
why now? Is he about to drop an album?
I
or
don't
something?
know.
No,
he's kind of entered that sphere for me where it's like you don't even care. I don't address do I like or dislike this guy. I just grab my popcorn.
Yeah.
And watch the show.
Yeah, I will say this.
And it's gonna keep going. If he's going to find something to spew some of his dysfunction at. It was Taylor Swift.
Yes.
It was George Bush. Then it was the Jews for a while.
He went way bigger with that one. So
there's someone else on the horizon. He's just going to switch to a new target. So I'm just, maybe we should start a pool on that. Kanye's next targeted demographic.
He's coming after Trainwreck Sports. I feel like they're talking mad shit about me.
Hey, don't do it.
Honest question. If we had the opportunity, would we have him on?
I mean, I think we'd have to.
Right? That's what I think.
That doesn't mean we're going to tell him how great he is.
Of course. We might have to shut the stream down midway through.
I think he sucks. I think he's a truly shitty person. It's time for Kanye West to go away.
We have to have him on if his people message like we want to get on Trainwreck.
I'm asking all of you. If Kanye was like, I got some shit right now I want to get off my chest on Trainwreck today, I'll be at 33.
I think it has to be as long as you're offering. Did you almost?
Yeah, he almost doxed us.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Iron Man 3?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. He was cutting the promo, literally.
Literally, so like the man just ready. He was like, "Here's why I
live."
Yes.
We'll see you at Hilbert next week.
So,
all right.
Anyway, moving on.
Speaking of people trying to get themselves canceled, guys,
Sydney Sweeney
is a criminal.
Allegedly. So Sydney Sweeney just launched a lingerie brand. I have not checked that out. I could not care less about that. But what I do care about.
Take me to jail.
Okay, take it easy, man. What I do care about is breaking the law, which she seems to have done. So she did this little PR stunt where she scaled the Hollywood sign, covered it with bras. So allegedly, that's not okay. Her stunt was not authorized by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, if you can believe such a thing. So she hasn't been charged yet, but there's discussion about maybe they will be pressing some charges for criminal trespassing and vandalism. Does a couple of bras count as vandalism to you, Zach? I could see trespassing.
The vandalism one is a very gray area. It's a way to almost get a crime out of anything. You could always charge someone with trespassing, vandalism. They do anything. It's out of sorts on a spot or private property.
Yeah.
So for sure, let's face it. Whoever was writing this criminal citation or violation was so giddy when they were typing out this report, like you couldn't even layer it done.
Yeah, and in regards to this, I have two things. First of all, the Instagram post where it's her promoting her lingerie thing. I got.
What do you mean you got?
I got. The thumbnail showed a pretty nice looking buttocks, in lingerie.
See,
And I watched
told
the
you
entire
thumbnail
video,
was deceiving.
and there's no.
I hate to say it, but the new clickbait is to put like an image that doesn't exist in the video, as the
that was still
as the
entertaining
frame.
with her singing about the bra, but I was waiting for the end. I'm like, if it's not her,
Did
whatever.
I not
you
say
know,
the
I want to
thumbnail
see
was
whose
it
butt
throws
this
you
is.
for a loophole? I tried.
I wanted to find out whose butt it was, and it had me.
There's just a lot of butts on this show. We have the Bills aren't going to be tight butts anymore. Now we got fake butts on the Instagram.
Buttons.
Someone help me,
Guys, I'm not gonna lie.
It had me acting like Slick doing this.
This maniac.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All
So
fours, all fours.
would possess you?
so
Michael
yeah.
Irvin.
Also, fun fact:
Further
I dug into the
questions.
Hollywood sign. Did you know people own individual letters?
Oh, that's amazing.
No, that's sick.
What letter was this on, by the way?
Oh,
was on
she
all
did
of
the
them.
whole
Just
thing.
string it-
But
string it.
so-
So all these people
Yeah.
were able to get on the criminal.
But
They were
so-
all
Apparently.
excited.
They posted a GoPro video.
They were
Yes.
all
sneaking up
excited.
there.
They were
She's
all
she's
excited.
literally like a secret agent. I will say, the buttock analysis, that's outside of my my expertise. How mad are we really going to be that she threw a couple of bras at the sign? Really, it feels like kind of an nothing
is this
burger.
actually like? Is it real?
Yes,
the
it's
charge?
real. Like, and I know, like, if somebody were to throw
I don't
bras
think
at
it's real.
Slick, he'd cry tears of happiness. So I don't know, like, what the people
I
behind
don't
the
think
sign
it-
are.
Well, you have an
I feel like
equation. You have an equation based on like how hot a celebrity is right now at the time. Like, for example, if a fallen off celebrity from the '80s was to commit a crime, you really wouldn't care that much as a movie. Sydney Sweeney's obviously, a 2 to 3x multiplier on that, and then you have the natural multiplier of a celebrity committing a crime, which is like 5 to 10x. So off those two numbers, you're working at potentially a 10 to 30x situation on a typical vandalism charge.
This is a setup. It's not. They're gonna.
I say
they're
let's
gonna
give her
drop
20
it.
years.
There's a movie
Yeah.
coming
Yeah,
out. Like,
it's-
what happens
This
when
is
like
not a
when
real
the hills
crime.
speak back?
They
So
have
we
someone
should-
on the inside.
We got to
they're
cover
gonna
that on
drop it.
Unsolved.
Now,
Yes.
I do want to get back to the letter thing real quick before we move on. How much do you? So, if you don't know, the sign was in shambles in the late 70s. Like, it was deteriorating. It was shit. And LA didn't want to pay for it. So they pretty much had like auction style people buy letters. How much do you think a letter cost in 1978?
$30,000.
Very close, but
Probably
under
20,000.
27,700.
Wow.
2,700.
Yeah, so $27,700.
Oh,
Notable owners are who owns the Y. Hugh Hefner.
Wow. So the estate owns that. Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Do they have like a homeowners association where like if someone wants to do something with their letter and it's going to drive down the letter value on the other ones, they get to be like, no, we're vetoing
No,
that.
I don't think
it's
you can
kind
do
of just
shit to
in the
any
name
letters.
where they all like
Oh,
give money to the city like for the upkeep.
Yeah, I don't-
The O and I think the first person that bought the letter when they were restoring to bring attention to it is owned by Alice Cooper. Actually,
wow.
Really?
A couple of rock stars.
Yeah, and,
Didn't it happen a couple of years ago? Somebody like vandalized the sign and changed it to Hollyweed, or did I hallucinate that?
Yeah, it was probably like. Speaking of the 2016 trend, it might have been around that time.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Because I think they just literally like put a little connector through the O's, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of something you'd love to see,
Yes.
it
So
looks like we have a new segment up in the pop culture corner.
yeah. So speaking of celebrities who've been caught, I want to talk about my favorite celebrity image of the week. This is
Oh,
technically a holdover from last week because we had to rush and we didn't get it. But I assume we're all familiar with William Shatner.
Love William Shatner.
So this guy was
Somewhat.
photographed
Here
in
we
his
go.
car at a red light. Can we? Yeah,
There
eating
we
cereal with both hands. I don't know what it is, but it's
driving with his knee. Wow.
The thing that gets me is like the Raisin Bran is above the bowl level.
yeah.
Like this is not a recreational bowl of cereal. This is a full nutritional bowl of cereal.
It's a
And
fat
Shatner is not like I promise you that in 97% of the meetings that William Shatner is going to, they would be totally okay with him saying, "I have to eat my cereal really quickly."
Right.
But instead, he's still eating it on the right there, and that's why he's a legend.
Is there milk in this bowl? Do we?
Yeah,
think
oh,
I
it
hope
has
there's
to
milk in
be.
this bowl.
It has to be.
There's
has
no
to
way
be.
the cereal's over the
If it
horizon,
is-
the line of the bowl without a little milk in there.
I'm going to call the authorities on William Shatner if it's over the rim of
I
the
mean,
bowl
I'm not
with no
gonna lie,
milk.
that spoonful does
That's
count.
the
I-
cereal.
I-
Let's try.
I
Let's
think
try.
next Friday we need to have rankings on like easiest food to eat while driving because that would
I'll test
be
that
at
theory.
the bottom of my list.
Exactly.
Full
It's
bowl,
not like an easy.
full bowl.
It happens all the time on the way to work. I'll eat like a muffin in the car or my little
I've
Capri
actually
Sun.
seen this guy on YouTube who cooks like meals while
While
he drives.
driving? Oh, geez.
He
So,
made
like-
like a full steak, mashed potatoes, and vegetables.
Did it look,
That's
did it look
crazy.
It
banging?
looked
Banging?
amazing.
Yeah.
He ate it all too. I think he's like a trucker or something. Probably not great when you're a trucker actually for doxing yourself. But hey, I almost doxed her. At
It's just
studio,
really
so.
funny. You got to keep your hands at 10 and 2, but they're both on this fucking bowl of cereal.
He's literally like,
I love
cutting
it.
This dude's cutting the steak. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Old people, I love them. Not really. But anyway, moving on. No hate to the old community. If that's your type of thing, I got.
If you're if you're in the old community, show Nick what's what, and make sure you're following Herd of Buffalo and Trainwreck Sports where it never
Hey,
stops.
if
Stick
you're-
it to him.
Old community. This guy Don Mega in the chat a couple of weeks ago saying my voice is too high. We gotta smoke cigars.
Oh, my voice. You think they like my voice? I get record
Zach,
scratch. The
do
guy
you
who's
remember-
never made puberty.
do you
It's all kinds of
remember-
craziness?
We'd worked together for maybe like 2 weeks at this point, and you came in late for a shoot. You were like, "Sorry, I'm late." I'm like, "Did you gargle rock salt on your way
Yeah,
in
it
here?"
was the first thing
What
you
the
said.
hell? What the hell possessed me?
Really got me pumped up for the shoot that day for sure.
I bet.
I remember I just went to him. I go like, "Wow, that made me feel good." He goes, "I'm sorry. It's just
How
my
you step
natural
in with the
inclination."
confidence.
I did not. That
You
last
get used to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you
come
get
to
used to
realize.
listen. You gotta deal with Nick P one way or the other.
I want to clarify. I immediately apologized. I was like, I don't know what I just said. I'm so sorry.
Very fair.
We don't
Anyway,
have HR here unless you
Speaking
can't tell.
speaking of people who are saying off kilter things, we all know Ryan Coogler, right?
Yes.
So
No, I don't
great
know.
director. He did like Black
No.
Panther. Just did Sinners. He's up at the Oscars for.
Ah,
So
Most Oscar nominated movie of all time.
yeah,
he
that's
just
crazy.
gave this interview on Amy Poehler's podcast, and they were talking about, how'd you fall in love with movies? And he's like, I used to go to the movie theater. She asked him about his go-to theater snacks, and he says, I can neither confirm nor deny any snack smuggling, but if I did, I might have brought a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or two. That is not my favorite quote of the week.
Crazy.
That I'm
crazy
always
thing to bring
insane.
into a movie theater,
But-
by the way.
But the follow-up, he says, my go-to was peanut M&Ms. And I'm not a big soda person, but like when they started to let you mix and match the drinks, I got involved with that.
I actually love that quote. I got involved.
The way he phrases
The
that.
Lasertron special.
The
baby.
Lasertron special, only real ones know.
You know, like the Coke machines where you can like put the flavors in there. I
Yeah,
love
those are the
that.
modern versions.
I love it. He's like, I got involved with that.
Yeah.
For sure. That's
Um,
like kind of like I'm
I
interested.
got involved with that is just a cool way to say I did that.
I'm
It's just such
interested.
a funny. It made me laugh.
When you see the soda machine with multiple options in a large cup, I'm
Yeah,
interested.
I used to.
True story. My mom was trying to get me to sneak a root beer and popcorn into Jurassic Park
And they
when I
kicked
was a
you
little
out?
kid. No, I wouldn't go in. I was out in the car bawling, refusing to go in because I didn't want to get arrested.
Wow. Like, you know what we say to that? Pussy.
Can we say that?
No, guys, we can't say
We
that unless we're
can't say
talking
that,
about the
but we
Kitty
did.
Bowl on Resurgence. Or sorry,
I'm just quoting our favorite movie.
Yeah, it's moving
What
on.
is it? Fast 4.
Yes, fast
Fast
forward.
Five.
One of the greatest
Oh,
quotes.
no, I used to work at a grocery store that's going to remain nameless, but there was a while where they put in one of these Coca-Cola machines, and we all know I'm like a fucking slut for lemonade.
So
Yeah.
you just questioned what he said.
So-
Yeah, that's what. See, Nick, he doesn't ask because he's worried that we can't do it. He just wants to know what he can do, what he can
Yeah.
manipulate.
Me and my coworkers, we were all stealing lemonade from this machine. Technically, I had to pay for it, but we weren't doing that. And there was this woman who used to work at the the checkout counter where it was, and we'd wait for her to leave, and we would steal lemonade and other such beverages.
Just admitting to
Mix it
crimes
up.
live on
Yeah,
there.
it's crazy.
and
Incredible
then
what
they got rid of the
segment's
machine, and I don't want to like.
Could you imagine if Sydney Sweeney used lemonade instead of the water cup? Like, come on, that would be.
I
crazy.
don't want to like imply that it was my fault, but that machine no longer exists in that store. And also, everything I just said was a lie,
Allegedly.
and you can't prosecute me for it.
Speaking of
Allegedly.
Sydney Sweeney,
I don't want to go to jail with Sydney Sweeney. Okay,
her former co-star
Jacob Elordi.
Looks like there's some nonsense
This
he's getting
is
into.
ridiculous. So, Jacob Elordi has been starring in Euphoria. He and Sydney Sweeney, I believe, tied the knot in this upcoming season. He was also just in the Wuthering Heights remake with Margot Robbie, and he was on the red carpet, and he was chewing some gum. Now, it's like if you were chewing gum and you had to go like give an interview or take some pictures, whatever, how would you get rid of that gum?
I'll probably take
Oh,
it
no.
out and find a spot to dispose of it.
Well,
Not in my pocket.
I have this problem where I swallow gum,
Yeah.
which is probably why I have chronic stomach issues. But
certainly.
no, how do we think Jacob Elordi handled this? He walks up to his mother and spits his gum in her hand. What's that about?
I mean,
It's
like
just a good old-fashioned mama's boy, I think.
It's really funny too, because like he's walking over, she puts her hand out.
I'm
She's-
like a
she
bird.
clearly- yeah, she was
we
ready.
live in the
Don't wanna
worst
fly
era because my
away.
reaction is the internet probably loved this.
This was crazy. People are debating it like it's like a normal mother thing.
No, after,
It's not
after
a normal
you're
mother
18
thing.
or whatever, or after you're 12, you
Did
should
he
It
know
would've
it.
been
take it
even
with
better.
his hand and put it in hers, or did he just full blown like?
It would have
Oh,
been
yeah, no,
even
that's
better.
crazy.
That's
What,
fucked
now,
up.
what she should have done
That's
is
like
after
peeing at a
in her-
urinal and lowering your pants to your ankles.
and what, what
Yeah.
she should have done is after you spit it
But
in her
I've seen him
hand,
do that in the back.
No,
she
you
should
have
have gone and then put it in her mouth and kept chewing.
Yeah,
Then the internet
should've
really
said-
would
should've.
have loved
She could have
that.
made a lot of people jealous for sure.
One time when I was a young lad, my mother gave me gum. We were in the car.
Uh-oh, this is a dangerous
man.
story.
Here we
So
go.
she hands me this piece of gum. And I chew this piece of gum to completion. You know, it's lost its flavor. I'm like, Mom, I need to get rid of this gum. What should I do with it? And my mother sarcastically says, well, throw it out the window. So I did. And then she's like, what the hell is the matter with you? Why would you throw it out the window? That's illegal. We're going to get arrested. And that was just,
And
Your mom and I are both
Admitting
worried about things that wouldn't get you arrested, getting you arrested for
Admitting
sure.
to more crimes on air.
A lot of crimes. Noah Khan new album. you have here?
if federal authorities are watching this, please don't send me to jail. I would not survive.
Shout out 2 Chainz.
Maybe I would.
I think they got sports gambling investigations at a top priority over you.
Girl, I don't sports gamble.
You're good then.
I'm against that. So yes, Noah Khan is one of my favorite artists ever. I released a new single today. It's called The Great Divide. It is also the name of the album. I am very much looking forward to this. Guys, are there any Noah Khan fans or is that just me? Do we all?
He had a good
I
run.
dig his stuff.
Excellent.
He burst down the scene to me last year or a year ago with the big hit season 6
season? Yeah.
Obviously. And I used to play that out on guitar that summer. So yeah, he's got some good stuff.
I saw him live at Art
dig him.
Park in
From
like
Burlington,
2023.
Vermont, right? He's a Burlington guy.
Yeah, it was great. I think I paid like $40 for a Noah Khan ticket at Art Park. I dread to think what they're going to look like this
That's
time
awesome.
around. I'm looking forward to that though. In terms of other things, I mean, we've gotten into
what's the rest of the medley? We got lots to look forward to.
we've gotten into the meat of pop culture this week with one notable exception. So I don't know if you guys have been to any like meat raffles lately. Have you? I remember we were just in a meat raffle with Joe Kroom and I won a bunch of meat.
That's
You
right.
were.
Yeah.
There was also some antics going on down there. I don't know
Some
what
crazy.
There was
the real
some wild
ladies of
happened.
Cheektowaga. Yeah, I
Local
hear like
authorities were alerted.
Someone got slapped with like a big old piece of meat.
people. Felony Bichet was just like up there in a meat dress and smacking people around with ham. That was crazy. I hear that went sort of viral. If you're wondering what happened, check out LOL Buffalo. I hear there's a new Real Housewives or Real Ladies of Cheektowaga episode up today. And it's very good. Please go watch it.
Real Ladies of Cheektowaga coming out sometimes. I'm looking forward to that. A lot of views, a lot of eyes on that finale for sure. Huge shout out, Nick Polinsky joining us for the Pop Culture Corner. Boys, any shout outs or anything before we sign off here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave everybody with this one more time.
We have to clip that shorter for sure. Be a dog this weekend, and by that I mean rest up, stay warm, make sure you're having a fun time. And what do you got?
Are dogs allowed at the Kitten Bowl? Is that going to be a thing?
I would think they're
Not
not
unless
allowed.
you're this guy.
I was going to say, I know Slick's got that dog in him. Are they going to let him through the door?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, dude, this is embarrassing.
All right, we have a great weekend on tap with a lot to do, but only one way to start a great weekend, boys, and that's to have
a good day now.